Hi, welcome everyone to my channel. And today is the one of the very important topic I'll be discussing. So it's regarding the declining job market for UiPath, like which we have recently seen as compared to like few years back. So like this has been my personal experience also in the recent market that the roles or the job opportunities for the UiPath RPA tool developers has reduced quite a lot as compared to the previous few years back, and we'll discuss upon the reasons and like what we can do or how we can handle this situation and still survive in this current scenario or current market. So I'll just share a few of my findings and like the market trends. So if you go with a brief history of this automation scenario or automation tool, so basically like the automation UiPath, specifically we'll be talking about the UiPath tool. So it was one of the most upcoming and growing automation tool which was adopted by most of the companies and industries, and it was like sort of a number one tool for the automation if we speak. And basically like all the organizations were very proactive to adopt it for their various automation use cases, and for the developers also, like it was one of the best tool or like quite flexible and easy tool to create the processes, because it was sort of a .NET based, we can say .NET based tool, and we had like many features in that where we can directly inject like C# or coding language also to handle few of the operations or steps, which was like quite a bonus, because if you're coming from a .NET background, so that was quite handy and helpful, and that gave like quite much more better grip and control over the automation processes and like features to add. So it was one of the, in short, like we can say it was one of the leading tool, and everybody liked it, and there was like quite a boom and demand in the market for that tool. So but in the recent scenario, if we see like from 2021, if we see, so there was like the demand was at peak for at that time. There was quite a lot of job opportunities if we can see in the market at that time. But after that, like gradual decline has been seen, and if we see by 2024, like there was a 30% decline in the market, and thereon like it didn't picked up or got corrected. The decline has still continued, and in current time 2026, if we say, so the decline has reduced quite a lot, and we'll see like what are the reasons and how we can prevent it or how we can be safe in that scenario. So if we talk about again the signs of slowdown in the job market, so that has been mostly for the with a few entry level roles available, and basically it's for the like the roles are obsolete now, where there was like basic requirement was that you just need to have knowledge of the UiPath tool alone. So those sort of roles are reduced quite a lot, and the new trend or the new demand which is coming in the market is mostly for the broader or overall experience or the knowledge you should have in the RPA world. So that's like one of the main reason. And again, if we talk about the other reasons, so one of the reason is the market maturity. So that will be meaning that the any if like any market in the world works on the supply and demand scenario. So there was a demand like it was going on consistent, but if we see the supply part of it, so there are like many more new developers, UiPath developers and professionals came into the market, and that demand has been increasing like with each year. Sorry, the supply is increasing with each year, because of which also that saturation level has reached. And if we talk about the supply is also like reduced a little bit, We cannot say like it's also going high and high every year, but it's sort of a consistent, and if we look into it, so sort of reduced only. So like these are also one of the two reasons due to which the market has become saturated and sort of dried up for the UiPath professionals. And the other reasons, if we can see, so there's like mostly industry has also evolved. So now the companies are looking towards the integration of AI capabilities. So instead of the plain and simple automation tools like RPA or the simple automation processes, the companies are looking more towards the AI capabilities or integration, where the much more AI features can be used with their processes, or they need like more smart, more AI enabled brain or models, we can say, which will be much more adaptive and much more faster for their process. So companies again are attracted towards these new features or new models, or to say like new technology which is coming in the market. So instead of just the plain and simple automation, and yeah, so they're looking also like end-to-end automation platform where like everything can be managed, instead of giving half of it to the UiPath and then managing backend like with a human or the FTE. So like the both are working in sync. So instead of that, like they're also looking towards the complete automation, which is will be using more of sort of a AI platform for that. So that country, that industry's demand or has also shifted as the industry is evolving and new technologies are coming. So that's going toward in that direction. So if we talk about the most affected personnel, or the most affected people, so basically the most affected will obviously like freshers with limited UiPath skills are struggling. So the new freshers or the new developers which are coming up with just the UiPath skill, which is like only that tool knowledge, so they are getting affected in a way, like because again the entry level jobs are not that much handy or that much available now. So they are struggling to get a role or get a job or to start their career. And and the skill professional, like again instead of just the basic tool knowledge, if they are skill professional with diverse automation capabilities, like they have the knowledge of AI tools as well, and they have the good knowledge of the Python programming language. So means just instead of only one tool knowledge, they have quite diverse knowledge. So they are still like able to stay in the market and still able to get the required jobs. So yeah, so that's like the people who are still able to afloat in the market. So transition, if we say like adapting skill essential for future opportunities, so again like how we can manage it is mostly by having instead of just the UiPath tool knowledge, we have to move on to the other tools, like Power Automate is upcoming one which is getting quite of traction, and quite companies are also shifting towards it. And I've seen like many projects are now migrating to the Power Automate tool as well, because of its licensing fees, and like again because of the ease and flexibility and the availability of that tool. So it's also coming in demand. So that's also one of the reason, because of which like UiPath is sort of declining or sort of became stagnant, I'll say. So from here on, if we look for the future outlook, like how exactly the future can be for this RPA tool and technology. So from 2024, if we see like the decline started begin significantly, and in 2025, if we see intelligent automation adoption grows. So basically, intelligent automation just started at that point in the RPA world, and 2026, like more market will move more towards API and RPA integration instead of just the RPA UiPath. And from beyond that, we can say like it will be more business process expertise becomes increasingly essential. So it will be around that, and more AI roles will be available and will be in demand. And the projected growth, if we see, like there will be 50% increase as per the projections or assumptions for the AI and RPA technologies. So that's the way to go. Like again, instead of just having knowledge of only UiPath or one tool, you have to broaden your knowledge or your skills, and you have to get your hands-on experience and knowledge in AI features and AI models also. So those are the new things which are coming up, and that will be very much important and required to for your job security. So next steps which can be taken for the automation professionals. Basically, again, learning API integration. So that's again the same point. Like you have to get much more knowledge and experience in the API domain. So sorry, the AI domain, and using the API integration with those. And again, explore AI features. You have to get familiar with the AI enhances automation capabilities, because the market will be and is moving towards that demand. So that's one of the reason, or one of the step which can be taken. And finally, the summary and recommendation which we can come across is, as per the few years back, like the market has now shifting and changing. So UiPath job market is evolving, and it's not now just constrained to or narrowed to only the UiPath developer role. It's moved towards more broader roles. So I'll suggest or I'll recommend that you should do your certifications in the agentic automation, all those which are upcoming in UiPath, and you should move on to the not move on, like you should have the knowledge of other automation tools as well, like Power Automate and all these upcoming ones. So those will get your chances of getting and being stable in the job market. So that's all for now. So that's like the overall summary of the current market scenarios and trends. And I'll be bringing up more video or information where we can see, or I can provide some path or some direction, like exactly which or how you can move to the other tools and have like broader knowledge, and what skill sets and certifications you can do to beat the market or to be stable in the market. So this was like quick summary or the overall small discussion which I just wanted to put across you guys. And let me know if any query or any questions are there, so please do let me know in the comments, and I'll try my best to help with the answers. So thank you. That's all for now. Thank you.